Let me give you some updates about my life. I'm mentally not doing the best, so we can discuss that. We can talk about my dating life, which is also not going that great. And I'm really hoping I can just open up your insane, mundane stories and have it either make me laugh or just make me feel like I have someone else feeling the feels right now, because I just have a lot going on personally. Date last week, and it was terrible. He physically assaulted me, and so now I'm not jumping up and down at the thought of going on another date anytime soon.
Okay, you guys, so I listened to the whole entire podcast at this point. I mean, this particular one right now that I'm reacting to. I think this is the only time that she mentions this whole situation and never elaborates on it at all. And I can see why people get frustrated with her because she never elaborates. And there was another video I saw where she clickbaits domestic violence or essay of some sort, and people were really up in arms with that. So yeah, I don't think she mentions the story ever again. It's so weird.
What makes that whole situation even worse is that I've just had very terrible interactions with men when I've been out and about. And they're not even men I'm like pursuing in a romantic or dating sense. These are just people I made conversation with while I was at a bar or something.
Molly, your content is about going on dates with guys. So I don't think if this is your content, you're gonna end up like sabotaging potential relationships because you need to turn everything into content. So my advice to you would be like to change your content, so maybe then you have a chance of actually finding a partner. But since right now you're turning them into content, I don't see this happening.
And so I interacted with a man that was homophobic. I interacted with someone that was sexist, someone that was talking about actual violence. And I'm the type of person that if I hear something, I will say something. That's always been my personality. I was in an Uber a few months ago, and this guy was blatantly saying racist things. And then we proceeded to have a heated debate my entire drive to my job. And I've also called out men for saying racist things in public before and gotten in like heated arguments. That is just always how I'll be. And so lately I've been really gravitating towards Drew Afualo. I started listening to her book called Loud, and she just inspires me so much because something that she often talks about is how she has never felt an inclination to respond to meanness with kindness. And how there are plenty of people in the world that do that, and good for them. Like, good for them who have that capacity to do so. But that's just never been her inclination. And I relate to that so much because I've been called bad names. I've been told I have a big attitude, that I'm combative, that I'm argumentative. And whenever I'm called those things, it's for me standing up for something that I think is not kind, or me standing up for something that's unjust, or something that again is like blatantly discriminating against a group of people. There are certain things that I just feel non-negotiables about, and I will not sit silent when I hear it. And that will always be me. And I remember even the guy that I called out for making a homophobic joke, his friend was saying that I was being argumentative and difficult. And I was like, I'm sorry, not sorry that I am not adhering to your expectation of how a woman should behave when they witness something that is as disgusting as what your friend just said.
So yeah, you guys, those are two different stories, and I still have not heard anything about this terrible date she was on. And there's also going to be parts of this that I'm going to be cutting out because then she just goes into the whole political sphere. Not in the mood for it, not today, so I cut a whole bunch of that out. But yeah, I'm still waiting for her to tell me about this date. Still waiting.
With kindness, good for you. But that will never be me either. That will never be me. And if that makes me argumentative, so be it. I would gladly be argumentative for things that I stand for and things that I don't stand for.
So yeah, you guys, she went on a long tangent about politics, and then I don't know what happened, and then she started crying, and then she became very emotional. So let's continue. Hopefully we get to the bottom of this story about what happened to her on this date.
Yeah, I'm just tired. I didn't plan for this podcast episode to be so emotional, but guys, I just think I'm really tired. Like, I think being that I'm such a social person, being that I'm a person who genuinely values interacting and connecting with other people in order to keep my mental sanity, I think what happens is that opens me up to very problematic conversations with people at times, with people that don't deserve to make a connection with me. And it's really taking a toll on me because I'm trying not to let these things that happen to me with men get to me, but it is. Like, I just feel pretty beaten down by it, and I'm really tired. I know that there are good men in the world. They're just not around me right now. I think what happens is that opens me up to very problematic conversations with people at times, with people that don't deserve to make a connection with me. And it's really taking a toll on me because I'm trying not to let these things that happen to me with men get to me, but it is. Like, I just feel pretty beaten down by it, and I'm really tired. I know that there are good men in the world. They're just not around me right now. And I don't know exactly why that is.
You see, Molly, like, you gotta like box yourself in here. You can't really blame it on the guys. I think this whole dating content actually perpetuates your bad behavior because you need to have content for your channel because it's your main job, right? So I honestly don't think the guys are mainly the issue. You're the issue. Like, I don't think you're truly gonna find somebody until you stop. Again, I said this previously, until you stop make dating content. As long as dating is content for you, honey, you're not gonna truly actually find anybody. I don't know what to tell you.
I think the thing about dating is that it is so random. Like, you can have the best life. You could be successful. You could have a stable home. You could have living beings that you take care of. You could have all of these things going for you, and that's not gonna influence whether or not you find love because it is so random. That's the one area of life you have almost no control over. And I know what people are going to say. I get this in my comments a lot. People are like, decenter men from your life. Focus on yourself. I do. I'm always focusing on myself. I love my life. But me wanting a long-term relationship doesn't mean that's all I'm focusing on. But it is something that I really, really want and that I'm ready for. And in the process of getting there, I'm just feeling pretty beaten down. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of dealing with people being ignorant and unkind and...
And again, like I previously said, while you stop making dating your content, if you stop doing that, I think we actually have a chance of actually finding somebody. And I'm still waiting for this story that she said she went on a date and she was attacked on a date. I'm still waiting for the rest of that story. We have yet get to it.
The season's changing. I feel like I'm changing. Something I'm trying to remind myself that I was just talking to my best friend the other day and she was reminding me that I'm in a transition period right now, a really big one in terms of my career. And then also I'm still pretty much in a transition given the fact that I was living in Turkey for 3.5 years and I just moved back in January. So, it's almost a year since I've been home, but still you can consider that a transition, right? That's a big shift in how I was living my life. Not only was I living in the complete opposite side of the world, but I was doing a job that could not be any more different from what I'm doing now. So these are massive shifts, and so it makes sense, I think, why I'm just feeling the way I am. Transitions are always really hard for me, even if they're positive ones. I'm just gonna open up your stories now, because I can't handle listening to myself right now.
Oh yeah, so before I forget, you guys, apparently Molly, I need to work on this video, found her ex from Turkey. Now the dude lives in Chicago with his wife that he cheated on her with or left her for. So apparently Molly has been stalking them on Instagram. Oh my God. Yeah, we're getting to that. And again, I'm still waiting to find out what actually happened on this date. She hasn't mentioned it. How this dude assaulted her. I don't understand. Did I miss it? I don't understand.
The sun just came out through the clouds a little. Is that a good sign? Also, what I'm going to say is that right now I'm grieving a major career shift in my life. Leaving teaching is something that I'm going to be processing for a very long time. And I think the past week, I've just been feeling down about it. I know the decision was right for me. Even though I feel down, I don't question my decision still. I'm very confident that it was the right choice for me. And I've been feeling sad. I've been feeling just lost. I think lost is a much better word. I've just been feeling lost because I had a direction in my life that was so clear for so long. And now I don't know where I'm going. What's exciting about it is that I can go wherever the heck I want. But what's unsettling about it is I don't know what I want yet. I'm still discovering that.
So, you guys, I'm sorry. I don't think she ever mentions what actually happened to the guy, the assault. She never mentions it ever again. And the rest of our video was just her, like, people telling her about that terrible days. So, I wasn't interested in that. But anyways, that's all we have for Molly Ryder for this one episode. And I would find that video where she stalks her ex on IG. But Happy New Year, you guys. And that's all I got for Molly for now. And I'll catch you in the next video later.